We are over here at PowerToyota Irvine for the big open house they're having this evening, and Ephraim, we're standing in front of a vehicle that is, first of all, it's not a Toyota, but it is a relic.
It is, and we're excited to have it here.
And this has been restored. I understand a local gentleman that lives in the area uses these for movies and special events, and this is a special event.
It is. A local customer of ours restored this car completely, allowed us to have it tonight for everyone to look at. It's just fun to have, and it's such a rare vehicle that, I mean, I thought it was kind of special, so it's fun.
Not only does it run, you drove it in here, but even the military radios in the back have been restored.
Everything here works, except I think for the smoke bomb on the fender. Everything else works.
Pretty neat indeed. Now, this is an example of something that you don't sell. You're going to show us some cars that you do sell.
You bet. And I just thank you for coming to our new owners event. I appreciate you coming.
So now we're standing in front of something a little bit more modern. This is maybe what, from the 70s?
I think from the early 70s. Its actual year is unknown, but an original, fully restored Land Cruiser.
Now, the Land Cruiser's made today. It's a little more comfortable than this thing.
Yep, I'm thankful. I drive a new Land Cruiser, but the replica FJ is what the original car is made out of, and fun car. This one's fully restored, 357,000 miles in the car behind you.
Amazing. So
yeah.
That speaks well for the engine and the transmission and all the parts in this one. And again, a local person that restores cars has done a beautiful job of repainting this one and making it look showroom new.
It's showroom new. Every part of this thing is perfect. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, speaking of showroom new, your showroom is full of new cars and pre-owned cars as well. So we're going to take a look at some of those tonight. But you've also got some guests here tonight, and you've even got a little food for them, I guess.
You bet. Our owners event is tonight, and it's going to be fun.
People are in line getting some food, enjoying a good time to kind of meet you and meet your staff here, and just the kind of thing you like to do here, I know.
You bet. Welcome everyone as a guest in our home. It's what we want to specialize in.
And you make people feel welcome if they're just coming by to get their car serviced, to get a cup of coffee, just to say hi.
Yeah, you don't need any particular reason other than we're your neighborhood Toyota store, and we're here to make you happy. So
we appreciate you being on Channel 6. We're going to let you get back and be a good host. Your name, sir?
Cass Lobeck.
And your name, ma'am?
Marion Lobeck.
I guess you came together.
That's right. Did we ever?
Do you have a Toyota?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about your car.
Oh, it's the best car I've ever had. It's a RAV4 Limited, 6-cylinder. It's fantastic. Love it.
Now, do you let her drive the RAV4 occasionally?
Sure.
And how do you find it?
I think it's wonderful.
Have you ever had a vehicle kind of that style before, that kind of a vehicle?
No, never had.
What made you consider that as a car?
We saw it, we drove it, and we fell in love with it.
That's great. So you found it a good experience over here at PowerToyota.
Oh, very good, very good.
Great.
Yeah.
Enjoy your evening. Nice talking with you.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
We are here with the Emmerichs, who live in Laguna Woods Village, and they are the proud owners of a Toyota RAV4, correct?
That is correct.
Now, you bought this car for a couple of specific reasons.
Yes. The main reason is this, because the door opens sideways instead of up and down. If it goes up and down, the other ones, my wife always went right up with the door.
So you had some input into the sale. The door was important for you.
Absolutely. That was the most important thing. And also, we always liked Toyotas. We've had several Toyotas in the past.
You're happy with the towers?
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
You know what I was saying is, it's a cruise ship that never leaves port.
And you're also happy with your Toyota, I understand.
Oh yes, very good. Very, very good.
We want to thank you both for talking with us, and we know you're enjoying the good life in Laguna Woods Village and enjoying your Toyota here from PowerToyota. Thank you both for talking with us today.
Right. Thank you.
What you've been doing tonight has been very interesting indeed. You've had a Q&A session with a good number of folks.
Yep.
Interesting questions they ask. They want to know about service, and you've got some great service opportunities available now.
You bet. It's interesting to see that, they have a lot of engaging questions that's important, and the worst thing is when you have something that goes unanswered. We're here to go ahead and make sure that they're well taken care of and those questions are answered. That's important.
One thing you did was you actually went through with your service manager all those little lights on the dashboard, what they all mean.
Yep.
Most people have questions about that. And I think that's one thing that speaks well for your dealership, in that you folks want to answer everyone's question.
You bet. You notice we also spent not just time on the warning lights, but even really, really sensitive subjects like the Toyota safety initiatives or the recalls. You know, Rob, our commitment is to taking good care of our customers, and that starts with a commitment towards being a good partner, which means you'll know what I know when I know it, and we're here to go ahead and just be transparent and good partners.
I think it's interesting because you actually showed the gas pedal, the old gas pedal, the new gas pedal. You explained drive-by-wire, and you quite frankly gave people a little bit of a message about buying a lot of aftermarket things like floor mats, and you said half a dozen floor mats on some cars.
I wasn't kidding. I saw one come in and it was stacked like a bed mattress. But you know what? It can interfere with the controls and create a big safety hazard. So, you know, it's important to communicate things like that, don't you think?
And your staff did a great, yeah, I do. Your staff did a great job of explaining about tires and why you sell the tires you sell. The tires you sell are specifically for Toyotas.
Right.
And if you have some other kind of a car, you're going to go somewhere else. But if you have a Toyota, you're going to come here for your tires.
Yeah, don't you think it's important? Keeping the car original speaks to just being able to enjoy the car the way it was designed. Yeah, it's important.
And maybe about a third of your audience is engineers out there, and they understand about things like oil, and you explained about the new oils and why those are better than the old oils and why they can go a little bit longer on an oil change.
Yeah, you know, it was neat to have Tiger and all the factory representation that we had tonight. And explain things that just are absolute questions that come up oftentimes that people don't ask because they're afraid to ask. So things like that just go as a big question mark, and then you'll ask or look at information bit that's not accurate. That's why it's important, I think, that we have an owners event where we invite everybody back and just take care of them.
You had a good turnout. I understand you're going to do this again.
You bet. We're going to try to get this done every month or no longer than 45-day intervals so that we can just make sure that we welcome everyone back. We partner up with them, make some good commitments as being good neighbors.
I think it's important. I think a lot of people learned a lot of things. We thank you for having us as your guest tonight. We thank you for being a good host, and we thank you for answering everybody's questions. I think it was very informative. Thank you for joining us as well. It's been a great time over here at PowerToyota Irvine. We urge you folks to drop on by, check it out, a great dealership, and Ephraim will take good care of you, he promises.
It's a promise.
All right.
You bet.